I'm sure one day I'll be fine again, but now I can't get you out my head. Thinking about all of the time we spent, I wish that we could go back. I wish that we could go back. I'm sure one day I'll be fine again, but now I can't get you out my head. Thinking about all of the time we spent, I wish that we could go back. tell you I'm in pain. Pick up your phone, can we call today? Oh, you're busy, that's okay. Someone lock my heart away. Maybe she'll love me again someday.
draft already.
Dude, my pipe dream could be real. My pipe dream. It's still
For
live.
Jalen Carter?
Yep, it's still live.
All right. Hope you guys enjoyed an hour of music while I prepped, cooked, did everything. We're watching the Pat McAfee show and discussing the draft, and this has just been just an absurd, maddening draft. I'm enjoying the hell out of it. The fact that the Texans had the number 2 and number 3 pick with trades, fucking absurd. The Cardinals, what was their magic? Speaking to it. What's their?
Oh, they're able to turn the 3rd this year, the 33rd this year, or 34th, one of the two. 36th. I don't know. Let me look. Let me pull it up again, because I can't think. My brain is going a mile a minute. They turned the 3rd, the 34th, and 105th pick into Paris Johnson, the 33rd pick, and a 1st and a 3rd next season. Such a move. Especially if that's, and they keep their Kyler happy. And I can't talk clearly for no reason. Huge. Now we just get to see the Bears are up in a couple picks.
Yeah, buddy. Number 9.
Bears theoretically could have their choice of Tyree Wilson and Jalen Carter.
But really,
If things break the way they could.
to say that the Bears have number 9, not exactly fair because, they had the number 1 pick. They also now have a number 1 wide receiver. So far, the best draft so far is for the Bears.
I think it's probably in their best interest to trade down.
Because we have so many holes.
Well,
And we don't have another pick after this until pick 59.
just because, didn't they say Jalen Carter wasn't a natural fit to your scheme?
He's a perfect fit to the scheme, but he doesn't. The rumor is he doesn't take well to coaching, and the 3-tech and a 4-3 in that Tampa 2, you don't get the breaks that he probably requires. He's not a high motor guy. Really effective when he played, but he won't get cycled as much as he did in Georgia. And that creates an issue.
So Broderick, Skoronski, and Darnell Wright are still left as far as tackles. And Gonzalez and Joey Porter Jr. Do you think to see where just go Joey Porter Jr. and it's just like, why'd we even think about this draft for so long? And that was at the automatic link forever ago.
All right, so pick number 7. Projections. Mike says Levis.
You guessing Levis at 7? I'm going to go Wilson.
Tyree Wilson. Their next Khalil Mack, huh? That didn't even work, huh? Oh, you went right under me. Okay.
Oh, they did take Wilson.
Did that? It's already in, huh? Shit. I wanted Wilson.
They're showing Levis now. You need some mayonnaise for that coffee.
All right. Who'd the Lions take at 6?
The Cardinals just took Paris Johnson at 6.
Oh, that's right. The trade. My bad.
I think the Falcons take Bijan.
That's such a reach.
I'm not saying it's not.
When you have to think, what is it they say? They you have to factor in the average annual value of a position. The highest paid running back in the league is McCaffrey at $17 million. Tyree's a beast. And the highest paid end or edge rusher, I think, is $23 million, and that's like Joey Bosa or something.
So I'm guessing Bijan. What's your guess for the Falcons? I think it's him or Christian Gonzalez. Those I think it's gonna be one of those two. Gonzalez is my backup. Or do you think they try to trade down, like with the Eagles, who supposedly want Carter? You think the Eagles are worried that the Pittsburgh might try to trade up to get him at 9? The Eagles hop the Bears to get him?
If they're smart, they will, because
they want to go up 2 spots.
There's a reason that the rumor came out so early about that scenario exactly.
Yeah. And if Philly jumps the Bears to get Carter, the Bears aren't taking Bijan anyway. probably. So Atlanta probably still gets him, unless Atlanta is scared that the Bears do take Bijan, and then they wouldn't do that trade if they think that's the Bears guy. If that's their guy,
Who's the Raiders quarterback now?
can the Falcons take Levis? You should keep picking Levis till it hits.
When did they pick Ritter in what, the 3rd round last year? Mm-hmm. Levis got a better arm, but they said that they have the same coach or the same OC, right? They didn't change offensive coordinator.
Do the Titans try to trade up here?
I want the Cardinals to not do that yet, or I want the Titans not to do that yet, because I do like the idea of trading back 2 spots and getting some draft cap. Whether it's swapping 9 and 11 and then an earlier.
Holy crap, with the Lions trade down, they now have the 12th pick, the 18th pick, the 34th pick, the 48th pick, and the 55th pick.
Let's trade some with the Lions.
Jeez, oh Pete. Dude, they're building themselves a squad over there, too. I mean, they really are.
Who's their GM? Because that's someone, like, that's a dude that knows how to.
He's a piece of stuff together. And they made good free agency things. I mean, they've been doing well. Sad that Jamal Williams is gone. I'm interested to see how that goes, because there's no doubt David Montgomery is the better player. However, Jamal Williams is such a glue guy, such a locker room guy for them.
Right.
I wonder, like, you can't factor that on a stat sheet.
So we're going Falcons.
I'm going Bijan. I don't think it's this. I mean, he's one of the best players on the board. You going Christian Gonzalez?
You want Bijan?
Bijan. I don't think it's this. I just feel like as much as they want to run the ball, and he's so good.
This isn't 1998. They can't stick to that.
Yeah.
But I also don't think Ritter's that guy.
They didn't fire the guy. That's the thing. They didn't fire the coordinator. So, he's banging the table for it, being like, this offense will work if I get him.
I also don't know if
you, as someone who has the pick for Bijan, that'd be a great landing spot.
Bijan is
just because of volume.
Bijan's a great. Yeah, it's good. It's true. As a fantasy prospect, I should love it. I also have Algier for the Falcons.
That sucks, but he.
Although not blazing speed, college and his rookie year, he's a home run hitter despite being a 4.55 guy. Like, slow, but somehow busts out 40 yards runs. That just seems so early to draft a running back.
The thing is, though, we've seen it done. We've seen it happen with Zeke and McCaffrey and Fournette.
The league has changed a lot. Saquon was he was number 2. Tyree Wilson's a freak. They did talk about a lot of owners or GMs were worried about his the foot injury that he had last year.
Fined. Unnecessary roughness.
His first paycheck's going to the $65 million a year man.
Falcons take running back Bijan Robinson.
Fuck.
I am on it. All right, here it is.
Are you Albert Breer?
Here it is. Steelers trade.
I do think it's going to be a trade then.
For the Bears to take Jalen Carter.
But if I'm being honest, I want Jalen Carter. He's so good. He's considered the number 1 or 2 best actual player, true blue chip prospect in the draft.
Man, they picked so fast.
It's way quicker than I thought.
The Falcons knew who they wanted, and they were just like, "Yep, there he is."
All right, number 9. Boom, ba-da-dun, dun. Where's the broadcast?
Oh, it's time. It is time. Come on, Chicago. Come on, Ryan Poles. Ryan Poles, I need you. That is loud.
Louder than I want. All right.
Bijan, Drake London, Kyle Pitts.
What sucks is that I'll have Bijan and Kyle Pitts and Algier. How do I have a fucking Falcons roster?
Because their offense is prolific. All right, I'm going Steelers take Jalen Carter at 9. That is my new pick. I've gone bold. Because my pipe dream has lived this far. I thought it was a pipe dream that he fell to 9.
Considering Drew Rosenhaus refused to meet with teams outside the top 10.
I thought that was a pipe dream. So the fact that he's now at 9, I mean, now it's like the Steelers trading with the Bears, I think, is the easier part of that equation.
The what?
I think the Steelers trading up to get to 9 to get Jalen Carter is the easier part of the equation than him falling to 9.
So as a Bear fan, my ideal situation, Titans trade with the Bears to go. We get one of their picks.
And they get Levis.
They get Levis.
And then Pittsburgh does not get Carter because Philly's not trading. They'll take.
You know what?
If
You're
Carter's
right.
at
So
10, they're taking him.
Then it doesn't happen. I would rather you get Carter. Plus, it will cost more for you to trade to us. So we're getting pick 32 then. If you want Carter, it will cost pick 32.
We will see. I mean, like I said, we'll see if the trade even happens. But
that's the longest trade rumor that I've heard for the draft was the Bears Steelers.
Yeah, I've seen
Carter.
7. Pittsburgh shopping 32 right now too. They said so. I could see 17 and 32, and then we get like one of your later picks.
4th and 5th.
Yeah.
We got 2 of each. We have 2 of each from the 3rd through the 7th.
Come on, Ryan Poles, get it together. The Eagles have made a trade with the Bears. Yep.
So the Eagles are taking Carter.
They are. That's the pick. Crapola.
That would mean they have to give us more because. Wow. Man, look how far back the Falcons are. It's showing like they're just going up to the stage now. Oh. I lost my vape pen. Who reported it?
Erie Morov, Ian Rappaport, Albert Breer, and Dov Kleiman.
Oh, Ned Dove he's usually on it pretty well too.
So I haven't seen the compensation yet.
There's 1,100 picks, 100 tweets.
That sucks.
Impressive. That was your pipe dream.
The Eagles have taken Jalen Carter.
Man, do I want Bijan now? Or do I want, who do I pick? Do I trade Pitts or do I trade Bijan?
Neither? I don't know. It is hard, though, to have a lot of your offense in the offense that sucks. I really want to know. I really want to know.
Now it makes me wonder what.
I have no idea what Pittsburgh's doing now.
Porter. It makes me wonder what the
They
trade.
literally gave the Bears a 4th round pick in 2024, next season. That's it.
To swap? Well, it's only 2 spots.
It's 1 spot.
I thought the Eagles were 10.
Yeah.
Oh, it is. It's
Yeah.
1 spot. That means that the Steelers weren't willing to deal 32.
But who knows? Maybe Pittsburgh wasn't going to trade.
Maybe
for
they did. Maybe they didn't want him.
Carter. Yeah, maybe they wanted.
We wanted
Paris.
him.
Yeah, maybe they wanted Paris and he wasn't left. You know what I mean? Like, and they were like, yeah, well, we don't know.
I don't like
Eagles,
that.
though,
I don't
it's
like
just-
that as a pick
It's
next
just
year.
criminal that the Eagles.
Continue getting better.
Yeah.
The rich get fucking richer.
So they have Jordan Davis and Jalen Carter now on that D line.
I still thought the Bears would trade with Washington to get the Chase Young or Sweat. Because Deron Payne, he signed an extension.
That's huge for the Eagles, man. All there is to it. Well, that's a dream for them. For him to fall all the way to them like that.
So
And I think they traded up because I think they knew the Bears were going to trade out.
I think the Bears would have taken Bijan over Jalen Carter. And the big thing I think was motor.
Now, does Chicago trade down again? Do they try to get like a 4th or something from Tennessee? So that Tennessee can get Levis.
Okay. Bears are still on the clock.
All right, I'm going to go Broderick Jones.
Bears ain't going to take Broderick Jones.
It's Broderick, bruh.
It's whatever I fucking say it is.
That's my prediction.
All right, so Bears are still on the clock. Well, I mean, we can't get too far ahead. It's still showing the Falcons as a selection.
People at home can't see that, though. Because the thing is, they're over there, so on the clock 9 Eagles, and they already talked about they got Carter.
Well, they have insiders sitting at the draft.
Yeah, just the 10th and a 4th for the 9th. I mean, it's not dumb. If you weren't going to take Jalen Carter, everyone knew that's what the Eagles were taking.
Yeah, so the Eagles, I'm sure, called and they were upfront about their intent.
Yeah, they basically we want Carter. We know you've talked to Pittsburgh. We know there are probably other teams calling you. What's it going to take for us to move up this one?
And I don't think Omar Khan was willing to give up excessive draft capital.
Yeah.
And like we talked about,
And
Omar
Pittsburgh-
Khan
and
and
Pittsburgh-
Ryan Poles are cut from the same cloth.
Yeah, and Pittsburgh doesn't take guys with attitude issues or personality problems. So the fact that he wouldn't even meet with them probably took him off their board. Realistically, honestly,
Yeah. They've dealt with enough divas to know that they don't want one.
the only time they take a quote unquote diva is someone like Antonio Brown in the 6th round. They don't take him early.
Yeah, they had risk taking one.
Yeah. And Antonio wasn't as much of a diva back when he played for Central Michigan. Man, the Eagles just got good. Again. They just kept they were good. They got gooder. More good. Man, so the Bears are on the clock. Do they try to move down some mo?
I think so.
Because, like, otherwise you just take... Like I said, it's... Who else would it be? If you're the Bears. Skoronski? I don't think you go darn all right yet with Broderick and Skoronski both still on the board.
All right, so Bears are at 10. Titans are up after. If AR was still on the board, I would have found it easier. I don't know why I feel like they would have made the trade. But the trading back one spot, I feel like affects you more than if you drop back 3 or 4. Like, you get there's so much more weight. Like you said, the trade with the Bears, it was nothing. So Bears are on the clock at 10.
I said, I don't know who they
If
take.
they don't have someone there, it's got to be Skoronski because he's the best pure O lineman. As much as I love JSN, one thing, I don't want Jackson Smith and Jigba to go to the Packers. I really fucking don't. If the Bears go JSN, I'm going to be shocked. I'm going to be happy.
This person said the team that made the Super Bowl in the NFC just got a projected number 1 pick when the draft process started. Yes, there are off-field concerns, but still, like, with the 10th pick, the Bears have selected Darnell Wright.
Perfect right tackle.
There it is. Interesting. So Pittsburgh's not trading up now, no matter what. So it's Gonzalez, Porter. For me, it's Gonzalez.
I like Wright. I watched a bunch of tape on him after I got sent a bunch of YouTube shorts on the way he can mix and match his.
Well, and he's a great right tackle, which is just, I mean, except fits you. Like, we want a left tackle, so it doesn't make as much sense. So here's the thing. For the Steelers now, in my opinion, it goes Gonzalez, Porter, Broderick Jones. And if it's not that, if they're all gone, you trade backwards. You backpedal at that point.
I wouldn't be mad if the Bears.
Deontay Banks would be whatever, but otherwise I'd like to trade down.
The Bears have 3 out of like 7 picks going, like or 3 out of 5. It's like 59, 61, and 64. Bundle 2 of those and jump up for a higher talent.
So Will Levis now, does he go to Tennessee?
Yes. I don't think they had any faith
or
in
Detroit at 12. There's
Ooh.
a couple landing spots there. Does New England take him if he's left?
Hey,
Does
now.
Green Bay? Or are they really on
Honestly,
the love
for
train?
Green Bay, that would not be a bad choice because they've only got 1 year left to decide whether or not
I think
Jordan Love
I
is
think
that guy.
the Packers will take in Jigba.
I don't think he'll be there.
Who's going to take him?
Who are the picks left?
Tennessee and Detroit. Detroit's not taking in Jigba. I don't think Tennessee. I don't know, man.
You're right. Everything's falling perfectly for the Packers to take JSN.
Like, it almost feels to me.
So like I can't say I have to love this pick because
Oh my gosh, are the Lions going to get the guy they've been mocked at 6 a billion times at 12? They're just going to get Gonzalez then.
probably.
It's just going to go like Levis, Gonzalez, and Jigba.
So the Bears say like a true right tackle, and that has been the number 1 need for the Bears. Like everything mocked. They're saying Paris Johnson, Skoronski, or Darnell Wright at 9. They added a little bit of insurance, got a 4th round pick.
Yeah, next season.
I know.
I hate that part.
But so what if it's? And I hate to say it as I wear this.
It could very well be the last pick of the 4th round.
As I wear this Justin Fields jersey, what if he's not that guy? We got 2 first rounders next year. Carolina Bombs. And we get the number 1 pick. You get Caleb Williams. And another first rounder. And your line set.
Yeah. So Pittsburgh's now has 6 people in front of them, and there's like 3 guys I want. That makes the math tricky.
So it's crazy. Darnell Wright, 33 3/4 inch arms. Skoronski, all they talked about is how short his arms are. The distance between Darnell Wright's arms and Skoronski's arms, 1 penny. 1 penny. It is like 3/8 of an inch. But a true right tackle fit, there's no plug and play, there's no manipulation, there's Tevin Jenkins. Tevin's going to left guard. Center is going to be what's his name? He just switched from left guard. Cody Whitehair going back to his natural position at center. Left tackle Braxton Jones. Right tackle now will be Darnell Wright, who's going to be a fucking beast. And hopefully the Bears don't lead the league in sacks given up for like the 3rd out of 10 years. And then, we have wide receivers. Even if Chase Claypool's not who you want him to be or think he can be just because he's got physical gifts, regardless, at the start of last season, the number 2 wide receiver for the Bears was Dante Pettis.
No bueno.
Right. So, like, no matter what, at the start of the season, We have a line. We have 3 wide receivers who technically have the highest. We're the first team to have the first 3 wide receivers have more than 800 yards at all 3 positions. Cole Kmet, 7 touchdowns last season. He was second in the NFL. Honestly, at this point, I want the Bears to move up and take their running back. Gibbs.
Jahmyr Gibbs.
Gibbs. Because he's a home run hitter as well. So, like, that's an offense set. Who takes Michael Mayer? And then a jersey that I want because, you know, so close to my name.
Yeah.
All right, so what pick are we on then? Titans.
11, the Titans. It's got to be Levis, right? I'm going to guess Levis. I just feel like it's got to be.
And I feel like I feel bad that it's Malik, right? Malik Willis. Malik Jackson? Malik Willis.
Who are we talking about?
Titans.
Oh, yeah, Malik Willis.
I feel bad for him. He never got a true shot. But I don't think they believed in him. I feel like they drafted him as a project, and now they're going to have a chance at a first rounder. And on NFL Network now, the pick is in.
It's just got to be Levis, man.
You know, it's crazy. Just yesterday, the issue with Darnell Wright was like he has slid up everybody's board.
He has skyrocketed. I remember when it first started, people were talking about Pittsburgh taking him at 32, and he's just went up, went at 10. It's wild how that kind of stuff happens throughout the drafts. Like when the draft process started, Cam Smith was number 1 for corners, and now he's like a second rounder. Like,
I think people really looked at other tapes, and it also like right tackle is not the premier position, but
the Titans have taken Peter Skoronski.
What the fuck? Does that help or hurt you? Do you think? I think Darnell Wright is that guy. I really liked him.
Probably bad, just because I think Gonzalez now just goes to Detroit, and then Broderick Jones I think just goes to New England, and I think that's just like. And then I think Joey Porter Jr. is very live to go to Washington, and that really puts a crapper over Pittsburgh. Then it's like, who do we take?
No, because there's other ends and tackles. I think Washington takes like someone like Van Ness out of Iowa.
I don't know.
Because they've not exercised the option on Chase Young and Sweat. Or they re-signed Deron Payne, right?
I don't know.
So Sweat is due for a contract next year, and they didn't pick up the 5th year on Chase Young. I think the Commanders, Washington Redskins football team are going D-line. Skoronski.
Where does Levis go now?
It's really falling off hard. Do the Lions take him now? Who's 12?
It is the Lions, but I think they take Gonzalez. Like, are the Packers interested? Are the Patriots interested? Is Washington interested?
So who's up right now? The Lions?
The Lions. I think they take Gonzalez. He slipped too far, man.
We're at pick 12?
Yeah. I think it goes Gonzalez, JSN, next 2. I think JSN's a Packer at this point. And they just as soon as Rodgers leaves, they take a first round wide out. Just kind of like
That would figure.
that'd be so funny.
Oh shit! My pillow fell down. All right. 12. Oh.
As the NBA game started. Yes, it's halftime. Celtics up 68-67. Wow, that's a lot of points and a half. Trae Young with 25 in the first half.
What are the games tonight?
Just Celtics Hawks is that.
I can't believe the Bucks got fucking. But like I told you, they were an odd conundrum of efficiency. Jimmy Butler, playoff Jimmy, is like a whole nother animal. It's crazy how much he ups everything when it matters. I don't.
Weird. He just doesn't care.
I feel like Jimmy Butler just has never gotten the respect he deserves as a player. He's one of few good, true two-way players.
He clearly doesn't care about the regular season that much. He just doesn't play it the same way.
That's true. He doesn't play the same way.
Like offensively, doesn't care to carry the team at all. Wow, what a draft this has been. That's all I can say.
I'm surprised Skronsky made it that far down. What's crazy is everyone said Skronsky's the best O-line player. Oh, my son's here. Knuckle. Give Zach Knuckle.
Boom.
Boom. Big love. Oh. Good night.
Night.
I love you. Say hello. Say hello right here. Say hello. Say it. Say it louder. Hello. Bye-bye.
Bye.
High five. You go 9-8.
Okay, this.
Can you say, hey, can you say bear down?
Peter.
Say it again.
Peter.
Bear down. Bear down.
Peter.
Bear down. Say it right here. Say bear down.
Peter.
Yeah. All right, Baba. I love you. Sleep tight. See you in the morning. Hoorah. I love you. Oh my God. I'm gonna have to mark the tape here so I can pull that hour and 35 minutes. I'm gonna have that for the rest of my life.
It's all cute.
Bedtime.
So cute.
All right. Lions on the clock. You're still sticking with Gonzalez. I'm taking Levis.
I hope you were right.
I hope I'm
I
right.
want to be wrong.
I think I'm wrong. I think they're taking Gonzalez.
I want to be wrong.
because they're building so well and they have so many picks coming up. No, I think they take. No, never mind. I'm right. They're going to take the quarterback because they have so many picks. You're right. They have like fucking like 4 more picks in the top 50. Mm-hmm. There's so many corners. They can make it work. There's only one quarterback left.
The Lions select running back Jahmyr Gibbs. WTF. I love it. I love it for Pittsburgh because we're not taking a running back.
How is that? Oh, Skoronski's family's a fucking Packer fans too. I'm glad the Bears. That's probably why the Bears didn't draft him. Wow.
That's the stunner of the draft so far. Jahmyr Gibbs at 12. That's the stunner.
They said he might be a top 35 pick to go 12.
Wow. So where's that put Levis now? Like, can Green Bay take him? Maybe.
And the Packers are up now, right? 13? That was their trade? The Jets pick, the bet they switched? Packers are up now?
Yep.
At 13?
Yep. It's got to be in Jigba, man.
I think they might take Gonzalez.
To pair him with Jair, that'd be scary.
Yeah, Jair got burned a lot last year, and he's kind of injury prone.
He's still good though.
I get that, but
I'm saying
you
if you
don't
get them both, then
better
it's
a
scary.
year early than a year too late.
Well, I'm saying, and if you play them side by side, it's terrifying.
I think the Bears can run.
2 running backs in the top 12. Right?
That's pretty crazy. What year is it?
And didn't they just sign David Montgomery?
They did.
And don't they have DeAndre Swift? What are they doing? What are they building?
You're right. I think it's JSN.
Well, don't quote me, though. I was pretty confident Gonzalez was going to the Lions.
I can't believe that. They didn't fill a need that they created by trading for a 5th rounder. That is... I know he's a home run hitter.
So, but they have...
But that's filling a want with filling a need with a want.
It makes sense why they moved down from 6, though. If your plan is to take
that's your
Gibbs,
yeah, that's true. If you're taking
Gibbs
Gibbs,
is your guy, you got to move down.
But I mean, if you're at 6 and you want Jahmyr Gibbs, why do you not take Bijan?
Maybe they like the speed of Gibbs more. He's faster. I think Bijan is like LaDainian Tomlinson good. Like that type of player. Just the complete does everything running back. And I think Jahmyr Gibbs is like Alvin Kamara.
Young Kamara.
Yes. Yeah, no, obviously I'm not talking about current LaDainian Tomlinson either. I'm not talking about 53-year-old LT.
That's a so like Jahmyr Gibbs, that's a lot of money to pay for a guy that has never rushed the ball 20 times in a game.
He's not going to. And they don't need him to with David Montgomery.
And,
do they trade Swift now?
Fuck, dude.
You can't.
It's like an embarrassment of riches at one position.
Well, you can't have all 3 of there.
And still don't have a quarterback.
You can't have all 3. You just can't. So let's see. If it goes JSN, I'm trying to fit math out of my head. JSN, Broderick Jones.
Who wants Swift though? He can't play. He can't he's explosive for 5 or 6 games a year.
The Jets can't take Gonzalez, right? There's no way. Not with their secondary as good as it is. So if I'm hoping for Jackson Smith and Jigba, Broderick Jones, and then the Jets take whoever, and then Washington takes Porter or something, and we get Gonzalez. That's my dream scenario.
For you to get Gonzalez? Yeah, I mean that'd be a huge upstep because you said 1 and 2.
He's a plug and play.
Right. He's your number 1 corner. Step
immediately. And then he is immediately number 1, and then that makes like our other guys, Ahkello Witherspoon.
The Packers need a fucking wideout.
Peterson. We get like all these other guys that are stepping down.
Yeah, the Packers need a wideout. Okay.
The Packers have taken defensive end Lucas Van Ness.
No. He's barely a first round grade from like the top, and when you look at the top 100. Really? That's a reach. He's got versatility on the line.
No, the Jets have owned the pick because of the Rodgers trade that hasn't been finalized. So the Jets are getting Lucas Van Ness. Oh, I know the Jets.
The Packers moved up. They took the Jets.
Yeah, that's right.
That's a reach. I think that's a reach for Van Ness.
He has a good motor.
He didn't even start. And so like he does have a good motor, but Iowa is also one of those teams that subs out constantly. So how good does that motor come third, fourth quarter? Like sort of thing. But he does have good size and good length. How happy is Rodgers that he left to know like that's their pick?
Yeah, they just continue to do that.
Fuck a first on a wide receiver. How is JSN still New England's next? So let's see. New England still on.
Bro, Derek Jones, man, that's who New England's taking. Simple. Knowing Belichick though, they could just go crazy.
Yeah, like they did with Cole Strange.
Cody Mock. Yeah, like just like.
Oh, Mauk is a beast though.
I'm saying they could. I'm saying they just. That's the type of thing that he's not projected to go anywhere near now. They could take a tight end. I mean, they go rogue, man. They love tight. Bill loves his tight ends. So they can take Meyer. Right?
At 13, how is that possible? Van Ness. Wow.
Nothing is going to beat the shock of
Jahmyr Gibbs.
That's the pick of the draft.
So 14.
I do applaud the Lions coach though for trading down, but I don't know what he's building with the running backs. It's like the Bears, like 4 years ago, when you guys had like 9 tight ends. And it's like, what are you building over there? Like, what's the plan?
In our defense, they were third, fourth round tight ends.
No, I wasn't talking about just drafting.
But you're right. We had 7 on the roster until the final cuts.
Yeah, and it was like, what is going on over there? I'm like, what are you building over there in Chicago?
So New England on the board, Levis. With the shopping of Mac and was it Bailey? What was his name? Scooter Bailey, Boss Bailey. Who was that?
Who are you talking about?
The Patriots.
Oh, Mac Jones?
Mac Jones already been shopped.
Bailey Zappi?
Zappy hour.
Can they... Dude, I think mayonnaise coffee would fit well with Bill Belichick.
So
but it's for Derek Jones. I'm sorry, man. He just screams Bill Belichick to me.
I don't even know what position he's in.
He's an offensive tackle. I want you to be right again, because if Levis goes, that leaves Pittsburgh with 2 people in front of us, and I'm okay with Porter Jr., Broderick Jones, or Gonzalez. I told you before tonight started that the pipe dream was Jalen Carter, and I said, but realistically, I want one of the top 3 tackles in my mind, which Wright and Paris Johnson are gone, so that only leaves Jones. And I want one of the top 3 corners, which
How
is Joey
Christian
Porter Jr.,
Gonzalez still on the fucking board? So honestly, as a Bears fan, I want the Bears to trade up and take Christian Gonzalez. I know we don't have a pass rush, but at that point, we now have 3 great corners. Jalen Johnson, his contract expires the end of the year. We will have Kyler Gordon. then we would have Christian Gonzalez, young ass safety with Kyler Brisker, Jaquan Brisker. You know, like, man, if the Bears could trade up, where would they trade up? But because the Bears didn't trade with Washington to drop back, I would still like. Oh man, I really did really want Chase Young when he's healthy.
Dude, where's Levis gonna trade? Pittsburgh has traded with New England. It's got to be Gonzalez. It's got to be.
So much movement.
It's got to be Gonzalez, right? They're just hopping Washington to make sure they get him. They traded a fourth rounder with New England. I'm hoping it's a fourth next year.
Like the Bears fucking did?
No, it's
17 and 120.
It's pick 120, yeah.
How did the Steelers trading... The Patriots got a better deal than the Bears did.
We went up like 4 spots.
No, that's true.
And we hopped to Washington, who probably was going corner. That's really what it was. I guess I think Pittsburgh wanted to get.
They didn't want to be. They wanted to be sure, because I'm not certain.
Because now we're going to trade down with 32. I think.
Oh, to move back a little bit
to recoup that fourth is what I think's going to happen.
Maybe Omar, because I know Omar Khan and Ryan Poles are friends because they were in the same. They started their movement forward, so they were in the same NFL diversity program. So they're friends from that.
The Steelers have selected Broderick Jones.
Isn't that who you didn't want?
He was one of the ones I wanted, but it wasn't him.
How is Christian Gonzalez still on the fucking board?
I'm stunned. So we hopped the Jets because I guess the Jets wanted an offensive lineman, but I really thought we were going to go with Gonzalez.
Christian Gonzalez is on pace for a Aaron Rodgers like fall.
Wow.
We're both wrong on 14. You talked about a trade, but not for that pick.
Wow, just did not see that coming.
So, Broderick Jones. You had the right pick, but the wrong team.
He was going there, dang it.
You should get credit for that.
I get half a point or whatever. For
So
getting
now,
the right player, wrong team.
Number 15. New York Jets. They've got Rodgers. They got Breece Hall. They're taking JSN. Who you got? Jets. Who are they taking? They're going to have 2 number 1 picks. They're going to have Garrett Wilson and JSN. They traded Elijah Moore.
They should take Christian Gonzalez and just pair him with Sauce, but I don't think they will. Give me... I'm bored. See who's left. We're getting to that point where I can't just memorize.
Well, Levis is number 1. Is number 1 available? Christian Gonzalez is number 2 available.
Give me
on the Mel Kiper top 5.
Kalijah Cansey.
That's a reach.
That's one. Give me that one though.
Cansey's with a K, right?
Yep.
I want the Bears to have Kancey. I told you that earlier this week. I really like Kancey. He's a true 3 technique dude. He's a monster.
Man,
But Broderick,
The
he's
Steelers
a right tackle too.
left.
Oh, he's left. Never mind.
A great one too. So that's the thing. I mean,
You can't even be mad about it.
no.
You said they needed him.
And like I said, now like that, we've added to our line this year, Broderick Jones and Samalu, and we added James Daniels, which is a win. I mean, we are building ourselves an O-line, man. We're protecting Pickett. Yeah. Well, what do you want? I mean,
No reason. So you're going to find out quickly if he's going to be the guy or not.
yeah, he's got weapons. Pickens and Deontay are no slouches.
He got a lot of jewelry on.
It says he's an inexperienced overall and has some issues in pass protection, but is an unbelievable run blocker.
A huge ceiling. So if you got Najee,
Najee's loving this offseason, by the way. He's like, you told me you got Broderick Jones and Samalu and Herbig. We got Daniels last year. Najee's sitting there loving this, right?
go for it. Make it quick. Get 9 minutes. I don't think so. You know, everyone does their brackets for the tourney. No one could have projected this. If you had projected all these trades in the first round, the slight movements, you know, like the Bears trading for 1 pick, the Texans picking number 2 and 3, like you are Nostradamus.
Yeah.
I guess I'm still taking Bijan because at least I know that he's going to get the fucking ball.
In what scenario?
Fantasy football.
Oh, yeah. He's going to touch the ball so much, man.
I'm going to have to release Algier. I guess I got a good handcuff.
Yeah.
If anything happens, at least I know, home run hitter.
So where's Levis go? Washington? Seattle again has a chance. Detroit has another. Detroit has like 4 more chances in the first, it feels like. Right? Like, Christian Gonzalez is just tumbling, man.
The way it's working out, the Bears might move up. I know it's not Ryan Poles style, but for someone like Christian Gonzalez, how is Kincaid considered a better overall from Daniel Jeremiah than Gonzalez?
This is just gonna happen again, isn't it? The Christian Gonzalez is like fall to Baltimore or something stupid. Baltimore just like has people like that fall in their lap all the time. Every year they get like a stud to fall to them, and they just take them every single time. It's like they don't do draft research and they just look at the big board and then they're just like, oh,
He's there.
he's 12 picks below where he should be. We'll take him. I'm surprised it's Levis gonna go. Is there a shocker? Does like the Bucks take Hendon Hooker with Levis still on the board? Like just like an FU.
For who?
Or did the Bucks just go rogue and take like Hendon Hooker? Just like
Does Tampa Bay jump up, trade with New England to take Levis?
man, the Jets are taking their sweet old time. Probably on the phone with Aaron. Who do you want, Aaron?
What tomorrow is that? Second and third round,
Yeah.
and then 4, 5, 6, 7.
Yeah.
Wow.
Hawks are currently winning 80-76.
Ooh, maybe the Jets take Kincaid. Ugh. Kincaid's a weapon at tight end. Not great blocker, but great hands, good routes, athletic as shit. Am I wrong? Did I pick JSN inappropriately? I can change it still. I'm taking Kincaid. The pick's not in yet, so I'm safe. It's not like I can keep up with this shit over here on Twitter. There's only one good safety supposedly in the entire top like 75.
Brian Branch.
Oh, yeah.
I like Branch a lot.
I have heard good things about the. Where did Branch play?
Alabama.
So I hear other good things about the Penn State safety, but the Bears technically don't need him because he plays the Eddie Jackson spot. But Eddie Jackson's like, I think, one more year on his deal after this season. Is that Jamal Charles?
Yeah.
The greatest fantasy player in history for a couple years? He set some really obscure records, right? We talked about that several episodes ago.
They're basically comparing Jahmyr Gibbs to Charles and Kamara. That's the type of cloth he is, though. Smaller volume, but just so explosive.
The pick is in.
Will McDonald, defensive end.
What the fuck? And again, Rodgers goes to a team that does not pick offense in the first round. Who's up now? New England?
Washington. It's Gonzalez, for sure. I thought they were on corner the whole way. I thought that's who we were jumping. To be honest with you, what is wrong with Christian Gonzalez? Are the Lions going to get him at 18? The Lions are going to F around and get him at 18 after taking Gibbs.
Who's top available right now?
The funny thing about the Broderick Jones thing is people are saying that he lacks in pass protection. He didn't give up any sacks last season in Georgia.
So Washington, who do you got?
Gonzalez.
And just like I told you, this right there here, this tweet right here.
That's pretty good.
3-time All-American.
Who are you taking with Washington? I think it's Levis time. Are you just gonna take Levis for the 19th time in 16 picks?
Washington is up.
Yeah.
Levis.
I'm going Gonzalez. We're gonna hit on one of those eventually. You got Levis like for the 10th time. No one's picking him tonight. That's the joke. Oh, joke's on you. You're gonna pick him 9 more times.
Who's this guy? Oh, Make-A-Wish. It's a good pick.
That's unfortunate.
Doesn't mean he's going to die. It just means he had a poor prognosis and he got on the list. He can still fully recover. Have some faith.
I don't. He's a goner.
Oh.
Like,
Oh, what is this girl doing? Oh. Is that the girl from the that's it. That's the girl from the Warriors on the Pat McAfee show that flips the bowls into the thing. I'm just going to hand you all these bowls and you're just going to flip them up and land them on your head.
I don't understand this Christian Gonzalez things.
I think that McDonald's that's a big reach. Man. So to pick someone at pick 15 and your NFL comparison is Leonard Floyd?
Pick number 16 is in Commanders select cornerback Emmanuel Forbes.
What? Really?
Yep.
Is like Christian Gonzalez like facing some like pedophilia charges? Like what the hell? What? This is not making sense. He was the unanimous one. Well, 1A, I guess, with Witherspoon. With a significant drop. It was Forbes 3? I thought he was the significant drop further down.
What?
We talked about there was unanimous. Well, consensus 1A, 1B was Witherspoon,
Yeah.
Gonzalez.
Yeah, depending on fit.
3 was Porter. And then a drop off further.
Yeah, and then it was the Forbes Banks tier. And Porter and yeah. Yep.
All right, Bears, trade up with Washington. Have this massive trade to somehow get Chase Young, their pick.
No, Washington's just who took Forbes.
Trade him in New England.
Pittsburgh's going to trade New England again, and we're going to get Gonzalez. We're just going to get them both.
I hope you're wrong. Who reported this?
Albert Breer, Mirov,
Never mind.
Kleiman,
Never mind.
everybody. Wow, this has been a wild night, to say the least.
Ooh.
Could Pittsburgh trade back in to the first? We picked 32, so like
You're right
we
there.
theoretically could trade up a pick or two to get somebody. If somebody falls. Like if Joey Porter just continues to slip. Like if we can get Joey Porter at pick like 29. I didn't dream about getting Porter Jr. or getting Brody Eric Jones of one of the other two. I didn't dream of that.
I mean, the Jets didn't even need an edge player. So now we're at 16. No, 16, that's you already picked that one. That was the cornerback.
Yep.
The not as good cornerback. Shit. We have to slow down because we're way ahead because like
We're one
they
pick ahead.
just that's a way because it's 10 minutes per pick.
But this pick is in.
And then 10 minutes. Oh man, look at that. That is such skill.
Doesn't even make any sense.
I wonder what it cost to bring her in because she lives in LA.
So are the Ravens just gonna get? Make people in Pittsburgh throw up?
They get Christian Gonzalez.
No, worse than that. Not from a talent perspective. Joey Porter Jr.
Oh, because he was projected to go to Pittsburgh?
No, because Joey Porter played for the Steelers for like
forever.
a decade.
He was
and for
a,
his son to
he was
be a
linebacker,
Raven.
though, right?
What?
Yeah. The whole
that part would hurt
the
people.
nepotism aspect of it.
Yeah.
How do you have this much talent? This girl that's just, let me put this bowl on my foot, and then another bowl, and then I'm just gonna flip them all at one time.
How do you know you're good at this? How do you try?
How do you develop this talent? Yeah.
How do you try this the first time?
I'm gonna sit on a bicycle, but the chain's up and down, not.
Yeah, it's a unicycle.
What are those bowls made out of? 'Cause I'm sure
Porcelain, I
she
would
dropped a
assume.
lot of them.
When she practiced.
The balance of this broad. This is awesome. Look at this girl with the bowls.
Yes,
underneath.
Savannah,
Look
we
at-
expect you to do this.
You want to be a cheerleader? Do this instead. Look at. Just watch. Oh, she dropped one. Either way, she has like 20 bowls stacked up and flipping them from her leg onto her head, sitting on a 12-foot high
Yeah, next Thursday.
bicycle.
Next Thursday you're here, so in 2 weeks I want you to do this so I can watch. You have 2 weeks.
Look, that's the whole setup. Like, how awesome is this? You know, set these up on my shin. Like, I couldn't do that.
I
So
couldn't-
I've ridden a unicycle. It's not. It doesn't. It defies physics to me.
Yeah.
I couldn't do it. I spent hours. Couldn't ride anywhere. She can do it again. Get it, girl. Get it. Get it. Nail it. Nailed it. That's awesome.
That doesn't even make sense.
I don't even know how she got out. I want to say, how do you get on a?
How do you get down?
Oh, just be athletic as shit. Just jump off. She's so cool. I bet he paid her like 50 grand. Hey, can you hand me that white remote? Yep. 142,000 people watching him play. All right, you going to bed? Come to you. Let's take a full blown break anyway.
The Patriots have taken Oregon corner Christian Gonzalez.
Ah! Still don't have a quarterback. right, Lions pick is in, pick 18. I realize the camera's not even right. I picked Will Levis. Zach didn't get a pick because he's not actually in the room. I'll text him. But again, I picked 18. 18 is the Lions. I have chosen Will Levis. The Goff era is over. Gotcha. Damn it. He said the Lions take Campbell. I don't even know who Campbell is. I need full names, not just a last name. Oh, linebacker Campbell. I mean, great player. Not an 18th pick, though. So, I know I've picked him for the vast majority of my picks. But I don't think that there's going to be much of a Baker Mayfield experiment. If they picked Campbell, that means at 19, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers will have, one of the most exciting social media quarterbacks in all of social media. They are going to take Will Levis. As my name is Michael Mayer, not Michael Mayer, they will take Will Levis. Trask isn't that dude no one thought Kyle Trask was that dude. They're taking Levis. Feed my dog a fucking chip. I'm certain of it. Jack Campbell. 92.9 coverage grade in 2022, the highest by linebacker in FBS. Biggest steal of the draft thus far, gonna have to say, is probably the Pats taking Christian Gonzalez at 17. Zach did say Levis to the Bucks. I mean, it's natural. Trask didn't show anything. The thought was that they were going to trade up to get him. The pick is already in. They probably already know they're taking him. Oh no! Did they take Elijah Cansey? Did they take Kancey?
I don't have any news on anything yet. They're excited, but do you ever see a draft room where they're like, dang it, after
Fuck.
their pick?
You picked
I
him at the first.
hate that pick. It was Kalijah Kancey.
Wow. They are rolling with Baker and Trask.
Yeah, well. Get a higher pick
Is
next year.
Seattle going to take Levis now?
You get a higher pick next year that way.
They're in on the suck for Williams, huh?
I just, like I said, the city of Pittsburgh is going to have an absolute meltdown when Joey Porter goes and 3 picks to Baltimore. That's going to be a problem. But
This is fucking absurd.
the Lions are just doing their thing, man. They're like, oh, we'll just take like the 40th prospect at 12, and then like the guy who's projected to be like the 60th something pick at 18. We don't care.
Seattle. What's the best available? You got a list of available right now?
Best available. Levis is listed number 1 right now. Dalton Kincaid, Nolan Smith, Jackson Smith and Jigba, Meyer, Zay Flowers, Joey Porter Jr., Miles Murphy, Jordan Addison, Deontay Banks.
Taking Porter.
They already took a corner. They already took Witherspoon.
Oh, that's what threw me off right.
And they already have Tariq Woolen. So, like, that'd be a mess of a choice.
Mayer.
You think they're tight end?
Tight end with great blocking. Otherwise, I would say Kincaid.
Give me Nolan Smith.
Ooh.
Just an athlete.
Pure athlete. Undersized. What was he? 6'2", 249. Fast as fuck.
Thing is, the way corners are going, there's no promise that Joey Porter's the next one off the board.
But man, Kalijah Kancey, that's a guy that can play a fucking great 3 technique. The Bears are actually trending right now. And
See, we're now at pick 20. So we got 11
Now we're
picks
actually-
in front of Pittsburgh.
now we have to look at the chances, because this draft has fallen so far out of whack, people are going to trade up.
Like, does Kansas City trade up here in a second?
For what, JSN? Because the
Yeah, and
Juju's
get
gone?
in Jigba or Zay Flowers or whoever they think is number 1 at wideout.
It's not
Jordan Addison. Like, go
it's
get
not
your
a-
person.
It's not a bad thought.
There have been 0 wide receivers taken in the first 19 picks.
So rare. Jameson, what, 6th pick last year?
Seattle's not taking one, probably. I mean, like, with Lockett and Metcalf, that'd be kind of weird.
Kancey's a fucking beast, though.
So, like, who like I said, wide receivers, where do they go? Did Baltimore take one?
Do the Chargers. With the aging, what's his name? The Mike Evans guy. Keenan Allen. Mike Williams, hurt all the time.
Yeah.
Chargers not a bad pick to go wide receiver.
Keenan Allen's older, but and they just pay so much at wide receiver they can't pay another. But
They don't have to. He's a rookie.
what's I'm saying that's where it makes sense to draft one. Who do the Vikings have opposite Jefferson right now? Here's the problem: the wide receivers in this class suck. I mean, that's really the issue.
Yeah,
Like-
overall they do suck. The big draw on JSN is he has the shortest cone drill, so like he's got the best out of the break speed.
Well, I think it's like there's that. Quentin Johnson has the best prototypical size.
But hands of a rock,
Yeah. People think Zay Flowers is
the best, like the most likely to break out.
yeah. It's like the problem is there's just 4 or 5 guys. Jordan Addison's a thing, so there's like 4 or 5 guys that everyone's like they're pretty good, but no one's the best. So I think once one gets taken, it's gonna be like a lot really quick. Like it wouldn't surprise me at all if once one goes, like 4 or 5 go in like the next like 6 picks.
That's why they just popped up that thing. Geno Smith is 4,820 yards passing, most in franchise history. They traded Hall of Famer Russell Wilson in the first season with Geno Smith, the busted first-round pick from the Jets. Set the records.
Mike Tomlin just said in presser that they were not comfortable giving up anything more than a day 3 pick to move up the board. So something tells me that pick
believe in Carter,
9 to thing wasn't really a thing and more
All media.
yeah, because you weren't going to move up
For a
to
day 3,
9
no.
with no matter how many day 3s you give.
8 picks is, yeah, no.
Tomlin said Broderick has big time upsides, but is also a really good player right now. So I hope he is correct. And what I like is it's just a guy who has a chance to start, even if he doesn't beat out Dan Moore right away. We'll say because he say he's not quite ready. It's still a guy where if like Dan Moore gets hurt, we have another person right there. Like because linemen get hurt every year. That just happens.
You can never have too many linemen.
Yeah. I think Kevin Dotson of the Steelers gets dealt now. He was a guard last year. But now that we have Daniels and Samalu and Herbig, it's like we don't need 4 guards. You know what I mean? Like you can only dress so many linemen.
AQ Shipley, that's his fucking name. I couldn't remember it.
This is funny. Question. Omar, do you like the idea or word of being aggressive? Omar Khan, I don't know if I'd say I'm aggressive. Mike Tomlin said, trust me, he's aggressive.
I didn't figure the Bears were going to trade or draft Jalen Carter when the assistant GM in the presser yesterday said he hit some of our hits philosophies. You're not picking a dude that doesn't hit tick every box.
Yeah.
In the top 10.
Steelers said they are still open for business right now and may not be on for today. Well, it makes sense. I mean, like if like I said, if Joey Porter or someone slips too much further, you know what I mean? Like they're not going corner, and that leaves 10 more people in front of us?
Man, Kincaid. I think you might be right that Nolan Smith. I'd be pretty happy if the Bears traded up a bit. And
I don't
take
see
a
how Levis
Murphy.
goes unless there's a trade at this point, though, looking at the rest of the board. Unless Seattle takes him, just because Chargers won't, Baltimore won't.
Yeah,
I can't imagine Minnesota will.
Giants,
Jacksonville
Dallas,
will
Buffalo,
not.
Cincy,
Giants,
New Orleans.
Yeah, none of the rest of them are.
Man,
Who does New Orleans have?
that's
a
a
quarterback?
worse
Carr.
fall. That's actually a worse fall than Aaron Rodgers. He
Yeah.
told his family and friends he's going number 1. He affected the entire betting odds to go from he was like plus 1,000 to plus 250.
He was given a 1.1% chance to go in the 20th. They've taken a wide receiver. Jackson Smith and Jigba is a Seahawk. I didn't think they'd go wide out.
Oh, look, they got the same speaker we do.
So they have Jackson Smith and Jigba, Tyler Lockett, and DK Metcalf now.
That's absurd. That's a room.
They believe in Geno, dang it. Get him weapons.
Truly. That nothing shows faith in a QB than drafting a wide receiver, I guess, right?
Yeah, suck it, Aaron Rodgers. You don't get those. But yeah, there's not another team on here that could, like, outside of Minnesota as an outside chance. None of them are taking Levis. It'd have to be a trade up to get Levis at this point.
All right, 21 for the Chargers. They've got that young hot shot. Was it Everett at tight end? So the best available.
I'm going Nolan Smith again. Run it back. Same.
Did they cut Mac?
I don't know.
Yeah.
Mac's old.
Mac and Bosa.
Yeah, but Smith plays outside linebacker. Bosa plays on the line. He's a D lineman. So I don't know. I'm going with. I just think that I just like it. I like it. Dang it.
What's the best
For the
available?
Ravens, I think I might go Zay Flowers when it's time.
What's best available right now?
Levis, Kincaid, Nolan Smith, Jackson. Well, he's already gone. Michael Meyer, Zay Flowers, Joey Porter Jr., Miles Murphy, Jordan Addison, Deontay Banks, Quentin Johnson, Brian Branch.
I'm with you. No one.
So 10 picks in front of Pittsburgh, man. Like with Joey Porter sitting there.
That's crazy.
And Deontay Banks even. Like, I'd be happy moving up 3 or 4 picks to get either of those corners.
This is such a weird draft.
Well, it's just every time I literally have no idea who's going next. Like, I don't have, like, a semblance. I wish the Lions picked a couple more times in front of Pittsburgh, because they're not taking anyone on near the top of the board, apparently.
Oh man, not Sports Center.
Will Levis. 100% no.
That's awesome. That's a retweet. Oh man, poor Will Levis. Oh, shouldn't have put mayo in your coffee, dude. And it's crazy how much they talked about that.
Well,
mayo in the
that and
coffee.
eating a banana without peeling it,
That's gross.
you do that too. Like I said, if you draft him, something is wrong. I think if the Colts would have taken him, Anthony Richardson would have been gone by now.
Absolutely.
The ceiling on that guy. I think the Ravens might take Zay Flowers, but I think disaster day is they take Joey Porter Jr. Just from like a Steelers fan, like that'd be so rough.
Fuck you, because fuck you.
Mm-hmm.
I think the hearts are breaking right now of Minnesota that they thought they had an outside shot at JSN because it made it through the Bears and the Packers. So if available, Minnesota's taking Zay Flowers because they lost Adam Thielen.
That's Will Levis.
Well,
What's he doing? Why is he like crying?
that looks like a happy cry, and it can't be for the Chargers.
This person, I would say Will Levis is slipping down the draft like he slipped on a banana peel, but he eats the banana peel. Oh Lord. Gosh, I hope Levis gets drafted by Minnesota just so I can make fun of Adam so hard about his quarterback putting mayonnaise in his coffee and eating banana peels. Like that's what your franchise liked? Okay.
Okay. Oh man, CJ Stroud taking the one like this. Okay. Oh man, I'll be honest. I do feel bad for Will Levis because that dude got so hyped in the last 4
What
or
is
5
going on in
days.
this Atlanta Boston game? Atlanta's up 113 to 110 with 6 minutes left. They're gonna
We don't believe in defense.
Yeah, what is going on there?
145 to 137 final score.
I just meow. Go ahead and say it. Meow.
So next year,
It's
the Bears are going to be
easy.
in line for either Marvin Harrison Jr. or Caleb Williams. I'm hoping Marvin Harrison. And we already got our dude. Because I did buy my autographed Field jersey, which is hanging up back there. Lord knows Zach brought his old ass Jack Lambert jersey.
Yeah.
It's not even his.
What do you mean it's not mine?
Did you say it was your dad's?
No. Oh, that's mine.
Do the Seahawks have the best wide receiver room in the league now?
Maybe. No,
I know it's not fair to say.
probably not. It's just too early to crown.
The Dolphins?
It's still the Bengals. With
Tyler Boyd,
Chase Higgins,
T.
and Boyd. Yeah. Hate to say it, but that's where I'm at.
You're right. Tyler Boyd's a proven third commodity.
He's a good third.
Great
And the other two are both ones, so it makes it really easy.
That's a team, though. Fuck me.
Yeah.
Geno, Kenneth Walker III, DK Metcalf, Tyler Lockett, and JSN. I wonder how disappointed he is. I know he's still a first-round pick, but all projection had him going before 17.
I'm so pumped that the Steelers said they're not done.
We'll see. They said it. Saying it and doing it.
They just have a number. You know, there's a number basically where you go, okay, if certain player X, Chargers take wide receiver Quentin Johnston.
Oh,
They love it. They love the Mike Williams build, man.
I think it's a bad pick.
I called the fact that once one receiver gets picked, they're gonna fly off. Guys said they were all close, and literally back-to-back picks now. I'm going 3 for 3. I'm going Zay Flowers to Baltimore now. I think wide receivers
that
are
might
flying.
be because they re-signed Lamar today.
Yeah. I wish someone would get me Flowers. Hold my hand.
Baltimore is up.
Now they're about to show a graphic of those three, and
Mayor. I know they have Andrews. I know that. But they also run a lot of weird dual tight end sets.
see, here's what I need. I need the tight ends to keep slipping so that Pittsburgh can get Darnell Washington at 49. I'd be happy with Darnell Washington at 32. He has been my guy for a while.
Are you drafting Darnell Washington as a tight end or a fucking tackle? Because that dude's a beast.
Both. I'm drafting him because Pat Freiermuth cannot block, and it'd be nice to be able to do 2 tight end sets where like they could both go out or
strong side. All right, they're running to the hash.
Yeah, I love it. And like if our goal is to be smash mouth, run the football team, like it makes sense to get the D-tack or the basically tackled tight end. They can also catch and as tall as like anyone.
He's a freak of nature. Actually, I should say Baltimore Kincaid. Never mind. Kincaid.
The Kincaid, Thomas Kincaid, or different one.
Whoever the number 9 available tight end is. I don't know his fucking first name. He played for Texas Tech? I feel bad for DeAndre Hopkins because he's been shopped everywhere and dude has performed for fucking 7 years. I know he has a injury history and steroid history, but God bless, he's good.
My dad, for some reason, sending me a pic of Barry Wood. I don't know why we're doing that.
I don't know who Barry Wood is.
Yeah, you do.
Oh, big black dude sitting on the edge of the bed.
I was like, yes, you do. You are familiar.
So, you know, I had to save that picture during COVID because his family's trying to scrub that image from the internet.
He's dead.
Oh, yeah. He died a while ago.
Yeah.
So if you have a good, unedited, unblurred picture, save it now because they're actively trying to scrub it from the internet.
Oh, he shouldn't have done pornography.
It wasn't like a full-blown porn. He just did a small set. He got paid like $50. Can you imagine that, to do something for $50 and you're everywhere?
Well, could you imagine having just a thing like that, and then like some poor like 18-year-old girl's like, ah, when she's I have to do what? Just saying. 'Cause that's not like in the realm of normal stuff. Just saying. Maybe I shouldn't be saying, but I'm saying. Why is she doing this? Bethany sent me.
You said 21 Zay
this.
Flowers? What a necrotic dick is that?
I don't know.
So that looks just like several toes that I've had to work on.
Hot.
You said Zay Flowers is already taken?
No, he's not taking. I think the Ravens are gonna take him.
Man, this just popped up on my feed.
Why is she sending me this stuff? What is that?
Did she say there's something wrong with your dick or something? Because that's a second genital.
I think they're just trying to gross me out, and they don't realize how much I just don't care about that kind of thing.
That was actually not that bad. That's just a slit heel.
I would love for mine not to look like that, but you know.
Send her a picture of what's his name?
Barry Wood?
Yeah.
I just got that sent to me.
Yeah, but send it to her.
Sure, I have.
Hey, baby. Oh.
Apparently, source said Christian Gonzalez had a poor pre-draft visit with Mike Tomlin, which took him off the Steelers draft board. I wonder what he said. He might have had several bad interviews, as much as he slept.
That's true. That's
as
true.
much as he
You're right.
slept. If that's what Pittsburgh didn't take him, maybe he just like interviewed very poorly,
He probably is really arrogant.
or maybe he's dumb. Like maybe he's just super physically talented. But
Yeah,
like,
but CJ Stroud tested really dumb too, and he got picked second.
yeah, but he plays a different position. A position that's not as deep. There are a lot of corners to pick from.
That's fair. Is that Will Levis right there in the picture of the Pat McAfee show showing up there on the board?
Yep, that is Will Levis.
Let me console you, my boy.
He is having a hard time. No one wants him.
As he should, because it does not look good. Unless Minnesota takes him, he's really fallen. Possibly New Orleans taking a flyer. But after that, he's not looking till possibly Detroit in the second round.
See,
Like he's falling and he's going to continue to fall. Like he's in no man's land right now.
yeah, it just gets to a point where like once Tampa didn't take him, it's like who wants a quarterback at all? I find it interesting that but you lost what I was going for.
It's really interesting though. Whatever
Isn't
you were
that
gonna
so
say.
interesting? Isn't it the most interesting that
I'm surprised that they said that it was possible 2 tight ends in the top 25 and none have been taken yet.
I know, every mock I saw was basically like, if Pittsburgh wanted to take Darnell Washington, it'd have to be at 32 because Kincaid and Meyer would already be gone, and like he'd be the top tight end. Like the chances of us getting him at 49 is so huge if no tight end goes tonight.
This is considered the best tight end draft of all time.
Like if all the tight ends, if we make it through without a tight end being taken, that's huge for Pittsburgh because then it's like the chances of all 3 tight ends going in the next like 16 picks probably isn't likely.
Kincaid's a rare athletic beast too for catch and yak in the modern NFL.
Like the Ravens aren't taking a tight end, 0% chance. Do they have Mark Andrews and the guy they drafted last year?
Who?
He was good.
Yeah, in college maybe, but he didn't show up in the NFL.
Yeah, he played well in the game that Mark Andrews missed. The Ravens have taken wide receiver Zay Flowers.
God damn it, you win.
Yeah. I think they were trying to get a reaction out of me, and I think none have got a better reaction than this. Saying your dad's face trying to find a picture to send you. That's the winner.
That's me, me scrolling all my memes I have saved in my
He just has a
album.
little smirk on his face like,
I
it's
got
gonna
him.
be so good.
All right, 23 Levis for me.
I'm gonna find my son the best penis. He deserves it.
Who you got at 23?
Who's up?
Minnesota. They did Mond, and that failed miserably. Time to fail a second time. Kurt's old, man. Although he's getting skinnier. He only weighs like 15 pounds more than fucking Bryce Young.
Joey Porter Jr. Be my guess. He has to go sooner or later. I don't want to be right. I'm just guessing what I think will happen. I want it to be Levis, obviously. I want people to continue to take quarterbacks and running backs over and over and over and over and over.
Are you calling somebody right now?
No.
Man, I heard the...
It's not me. Go ahead and sing it. Meow. It's easy to see. You can't spell meow without me. All right, so Marshall's been singing that song and it's stuck in my head, but it's so cute when he sings it. He does a little dance too with it from Gabby's Dollhouse. Cute, cute, cute.
Quentin was... That one's kind of a reach.
I'm so ready to not work this weekend. It's gonna be so good. It's gonna be the best. Man, the Ravens though. So now
I think Pulse failed at that one.
Well, now
So
they
we
have
get 20,
Zay Flowers.
24.
They all of a sudden have Zay Flowers, Rashad Bateman, and Beckham.
That's right, OBJ. I
Do
forgot.
you think they really tried to trade for Hopkins too? Like it was
That'd be dumb.
rumored.
I think that's kind of dumb at that point.
I think so too. Because I think you just roll Bateman, Flowers, and they
Trial
got
by
Lamar some
fire.
speed in the slot, man.
Yeah, you need a trial by fire. If he's a first round pick, Zay, put him there. Put him in. Although Zay is kind of an OBJ.
Isaiah Likely was the guy, by the way.
Yeah. Okay.
Or as Gwen called him, Kellen Winslow or whatever she wanted to say he was.
Mike Ditka. He'd be the next best thing.
Tony Gonzalez.
Man, Minnesota.
So here's the thing. How much money do you think these guys spend on their suits knowing they're about to get paid?
Nothing.
Nothing.
Because when they get photographed, and then you give credit, they announce like in
So it's
people and everything.
like a red carpet situation.
Correct.
Nice. I'm on board then. Otherwise, you would see me in the most ridiculous get-up.
Outfit provided by.
Do you know how funny it would be if, like, as a thing, to just walk up there like in...
I'll just walk up in a
Just
clown suit.
like a Nike dry fit shirt and like basketball shorts and be like, I'm just here to play football. I'm not here for style.
I'm here to ball.
Yeah, I'm here to play ball. You earned points with me. Marvin Harrison earned points when his touchdown celebration was just handing the football to the ref every time.
The Barry Sanders move, huh?
Look, here's the ball. I expect...
I'll see you in a few plays.
Basically, like, I expected to do that. Like, this isn't exciting because that was what I thought that would happen.
Yeah, is he still? He's probably still the best route runner I've ever watched.
I don't know.
I think Zay has a higher upside than.
Anyone else in this draft? I wide out.
I like Zay Flowers better than Quentin Johnson.
No, I don't like the Quentin Johnson pick, but it's such a Chargers pick. They
But-
love those tall
That's
jump
true.
ball guys.
I didn't like the Christian Watson pick either, but after he quit dropping the ball, he's explosive as fuck. How great is like Pat McAfee? Like he has the Chargers GM on the phone right now.
Yeah, so 9 more picks in front of the Steelers now.
You think those glasses are prescription?
No.
No, I don't think so either. Because I'll tell you now, as someone who wears glasses, if you don't have a frame around it and it's not super thick, they're probably not prescription. That's a fair comp. Maybe not peak Steve Smith, but Steve Smith.
Love seeing small guys play big, man.
I do. Yeah. Steve Smith was also like a full blown dog. Like he would.
He's good.
Steve Smith just played so fucking hard.
I think Boston's just about wrapped it up. Yeah.
Score?
They're up 6 with 19 seconds left. So they're going to win it. So Boston's going to take the series and face Philly.
Oh, man. Poor Will Levis memes.
That's awful.
What the fuck?
That's not as good.
Nope.
I like the other thing you showed where he's running and the crowd's just dispersing. So wide receivers, that was 3 in a row. Do we have 4? Does Jordan Addison become a Viking?
You know what?
Do we just keep going?
He
down
might.
the list?
With Thielen gone.
Who are the best wideouts? Jordan Addison. Yeah, then a big drop off. Like, does Jordan Addison go? Because he's like the next big one. Who's he on the phone
Joey
with?
Porter Jr.
I always find that weird. It's live looking and like the GM's just standing up on the phone with somebody. Like, is it a trade conversation being had?
No, they're taking right there. Look at the screen.
Who's Erie to whatever?
I mean, it's just live feed, so like every 7 seconds it refreshes. Joey Porter Jr. to the Vikings. Called it, Zach, because I didn't call that.
I'm on a heater.
Yeah, you've hit some.
I've done pretty well tonight. The Bijan one was my proudest moment. I called that before we started the podcast. Bijan to the Falcons. I would have never called the Jahmyr Gibbs at 12. I would have never called the Jack Campbell at 18. Those were literally impossible, so.
So the next time I look at what's the
Daniel
best
Jeremiah had Kincaid the 9th best player overall.
Overall, yes.
Yeah.
He's wrong.
I was like, what a rating for him to still be left at 23.
Yeah, but Nolan Smith to still be available is kind of a shocker, too. Well, he was a real splitter because he's a 3-4 dependent. Although Miles Murphy's still being available, it's kind of a surprise because he's such a physical freak.
And Brian Breesy still left.
Who?
Breesy. He's not even on that list. Dude, there's a lot of guys. I like Branch. I'd be happy with him.
You sent me Breesy before, and you said that that's who you'd settle with.
Well, I just said that that was the guy I pictured Pittsburgh taking a guy like him who I just was like, okay, well, I don't know.
You're not. Yeah, it's one of those. You said you wouldn't feel any type of way, but
Yeah.
it's a safe pick. Man, look at the Vikings bringing it down to under. That's the first pick I think that went under a minute.
Yeah, I think they're on the phone with someone. Like, I think they're trying to trade it because it's taking too long. Like, they have a pick ready in case they don't make a trade, but they're obviously shopping this right now.
I think when Zay Flowers
The
fell
Vikings have taken wide receiver Jordan Addison.
off, your throwback comment paid off, but not your actual pick.
Yeah. No, my comment about once wide receivers start going, they're going to keep going. How many in that? Is that 20, 21, 22, and 23? That's how. That's 4 in a row. I said that once one went, there'd be 4 out of the next 6 picks. Just 4 consecutive.
I think everyone, once they see one go, they abandon their plan and they just start picking.
It's just because, like I said, there was no obvious number 1, but there were like 4 guys. So I was like, once somebody started that path of like they took the best one.
So Addison, Jacksonville.
Like,
They just re-signed that tight end.
I'm gonna go Miles Murphy to the Jags.
To Nolan Smith.
Same idea.
Yep.
An edge rusher of some kind.
Yep.
Who's the next receiver? Let me look. That's what we're doing.
We're looking at 24. Is that what picked it? Yep, 24.
Yep. So here's the question: will it be like is Joey Porter Jr. going to be drafted today?
Pat McAfee just brought up Joey Porter. What about? So since the Ravens didn't draft him, he's going to ask about Joey Porter.
That's the thing is when do the Steelers think about moving back up? There's now 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 teams in front of you. If he was someone you were heavily considering taking at 17, you only have to move up a couple spots. And moving up a bunch now is not worth as much because it's a later first.
If Murphy's not taken soon, I do think the Bears might move up.
But from where? Don't you guys have any picks for like a long time?
Not until the 50s, right? But we have three out of 7 picks. No, 3 out of 5 picks. 59, 61, 63.
So the third round is when you start getting a bunch of picks? Second and third round?
No, we got the first. We have the 2 of the last 3 in the second and the first of the third.
Oh, okay. So yeah, you have some picks. I thought you didn't have any until like the 5th round, you said.
No. We only have 1 in the top 50.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's very different. Jaguars take offensive tackle Anton Harrison.
What the fuck?
Oh, their offensive tackle Cam Robinson was just suspended. So
Oh, he's
this
a
is their
beast too.
favorite to win the division. They need to plug that hole.
You got to plug it immediately. I do not like those glasses at all.
Wait, but now it says the Giants are on the clock next. What is happening?
What?
Did they take Anton Harrison? Did they trade up and get it?
Did they swap picks with like a 5th or
The
something?
Giants trade 24 for 25, 160 and 240.
Okay, flopping a 4th and 5th. So, who took... You said the Jacksonville Jaguars took the tackle, but they didn't. They traded.
I just got that thing, yeah, but I wonder if that means that the Giants take the tackle. You know what I mean?
How have I not even heard this Harrison? I was looking at the fucking big board of top 100s. And he was like number 89 or something.
So they moved up one spot. That's always weird to me.
Like the Bears just did?
They moved down a spot.
Well,
But, yeah.
okay, so the Eagles moved up a spot. And
Yeah, it's always weird to move up one spot. They must have thought someone was on the phone with the Wait.
the Jags.
So they must have thought someone was on the phone with them, trying to go up to get whoever it is, right? Because the Jags aren't going to just willingly move down off the person that they're going to take. You know what I mean? One spot. Because they get picks 160 and 240.
And you said it was Harrison?
Well, that's what the first thing said, but now I'm not confident. Now someone said the Giants have traded up. Tight end, question mark? Corner, question mark?
Now it's interesting. It's getting real interesting. I feel bad for Jordan Addison because he did so well for UCLA, and he had
SC?
kind of a dip for SC, didn't he?
He played for Pittsburgh.
Pittsburgh. I was just thinking of the blue uniform. That's what got me. You're right. Well, he played with Kenny, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Big Ken. We went from Big Ben to Big Ken, bro. That's all it is.
I heard he got paid like $2 million to leave Pitt and go to USC.
He got paid so much money. He got paid more than Kenny Pickett made.
Yeah. I heard at the time he had the highest NIL deal by a lot.
All right, so Giants pick is in now. It's weird that I got that thing from like a real person. Giants are taking Maryland cornerback Deontay Banks.
So you got the trade right. Like you're so far ahead of the trade. Like the Pat McAfee doesn't even have it. He still has the Jags.
He's behind the broadcast.
He was ahead of it before.
Yeah. Are we like behind on that stream or something?
No, I didn't get any buffering. Nope, that's right on. It's still talking about Jordan Addison. Hold on. Take the 20 ouncer. I bought those two for you. We'll keep the thing off. You can throw the ocean destroying ring. Well, not specifically for you. I bought a couple thinking that why not give you a 20 instead of a 17 ounce. So this is actually live from the Pat McAfee show. I skipped forward. It's live. Like, look at, I'm plus 0.0.
So that puts the Jags back on the clock. Will Levis, I'm kidding. That'd be a terrible choice. I'm back on Miles Murphy. I'm just sticking with it. You sticking with Nolan Smith?
Yeah.
Whoa. Is it storming?
I'll be right back. That's dangerous aluminum sound.
Good or bad? Is that make it more likely that it's like a storm?
It got actually blown way over. It also hit my water bottles and shit.
I was ready to call police and then stand by Chillins. My job. Chillins. Dude, you get dead. What?
blocking tight end is very difficult.
only-
You have to find sets.
There's only 5 picks in front of Pittsburgh now. With Joey Porter sitting there.
You're working on making me feel
Trying to get hit.
it.
Said you trying to get hit? I love you.
Yeah.
All right, so Cowboys on the clock. Give me Michael Meyer.
Oh yeah, they got rid of Dalton Schultz, right?
Yep.
What number is this? 26?
Yep.
Man, wind is really picking up out there. Like it's shaking everything. Them boys. Kincaid was taken by who?
The Bills.
Bills. 26.
I need Brian Branch.
said Mayor?
I need Brian Branch or Joey Porter to make it to 32 more than I need Air.
So they let Zeke go and Dalton Schultz is gone. Who's at number 4 running back? Tank? Jared loves to overdraft.
That's why I said Meyer, because he's offense. And they love offense. Next running backs are Zach Charbonnet, Kendry Miller, Devin A-Chain, Roshan Johnson, Tank Bigsby. Really, there's like running backs. There's always like a million different types of people you can pick. Meow. Go ahead. Say
Banks is still on the board.
meow. It's easy to see. I think it's Michael Meyer, man.
Banks. Corner again.
Banks just got picked at
Fuck.
23 by the Giants. I would change your pick, is what I'm going for.
My
Joey
bad.
Porter Jr. still left if you want to get a corner. Branch. I don't need that. I need Branch or Porter to make it, man. Or that I need Air. That's all. No big deal.
I just want things to hold on and the Bears to trade up and take Miles Murphy. Bill's selection is in. You said who they took.
Kincaid.
Kincaid.
Yes, dude. So
I'm surprised they didn't
Smith?
take someone like Murphy because
Smith, Branch, and Joey Porter. I'd be.
there's no saying that Von Miller will be back in time because he had a torn ACL.
Like, I wouldn't be upset if Pittsburgh took Nolan Smith at 32.
So opposite of TJ Watt. Literally
No.
creating a bowl.
I don't even know what to do with him, but it's just one of those things where it's like, you know what I mean? Like,
The talent's there.
at some point, because we don't even need that because we have Highsmith. I think Meyer is a slam dunk for Dallas. He's
I
the
don't
new
want him to go
Jason
there.
Witten.
I don't want Michael Meyer to play for the fucking Cowboys.
He's the new Jason Witten.
Kyle Rudolph. Because I hate that Michael Meyer, when he comes right in, he is plug and play. The most NFL rated because his blocking is so great.
Yeah, he's gonna be a Cowboy. I feel it in my bones. I think that's why the Bills leaped the Cowboys, is because they knew the Cowboys were going tight end.
Well, now, Will Levis looks pretty comfortable.
Yeah, he's content knowing I'm not getting drafted tonight, basically.
May as well get drunk.
I mean, that's always saying, like, assuming that, like, Detroit doesn't draft back in. All right, so here's a question. At Indiana, pick 35. Will Levis is still left. Do you just double down? At pick 35. If you're the Colts, if Will Levis is left, do you take him and just double down? And just have Levis and Richardson and see which one works? I'm a proponent of yes. Teams don't do that, but I think you should. Because quarterback is the most important position in football.
If you blow it, you cover the base. But it's not a smart move by a GM. An owner will probably recognize that.
I think it's smart. Because the smart move is you're the Colts. You're a quarterback away from being good and winning that division.
Dawson Knox, time to.
Yeah. I love that McAfee's doing whatever this other weird stuff is.
I'm not gonna lie, I love that the NFL brought in Joe Klatt. I love his voice. I love his college breakdowns. I got to listen to so much for Wisconsin for years. So like, I love Joe Klatt. Is this a magician?
Yeah. So 6 picks in front of Pittsburgh with 3 guys I'd be stoked to be left at 32. Branch, Smith, and Porter. So they'll probably just go like New Orleans, Philly, KC. Sometimes that stuff happens and you're like, not as much in the real draft, but it happens a lot in like fantasy football drafts. You're like, oh, I have 3 guys and they have to make it 5 spots. And you're like, oh, I have 3 guys, they have to make it like, and it's like boom, boom, boom.
And this isn't even the most trades that have been done in a first round, is it?
Oh, it's been a lot though.
It feels like, yeah.
If you count
And
trades
because
before,
trades,
because
and
1
then,
was traded for, 3 was traded for. Who was picked for? Colts. That was theirs. The Seahawks. That was traded for. You know what I mean? That's 3 out of the first 5 picks were traded for.
They probably did. And then surprise picks.
The Lions traded around. They traded 6.
I'm surprised Nolan Smith's still on the board. Do the Cowboys match up another Micah Parsons with Nolan Smith?
Yeah, for me, Branch is my number 1. Joey Porter number 2. And then Nolan Smith, just from a talent. Like I said, he's awkward because like we already have Highsmith and Watt, but you just get to a point where it's like
you can't
pass on talent.
And then you just have an embarrassment of riches on the edges.
Mm-hmm.
This guy's
Jerry
Swanky.
Jones is over here being like, they're over there being like, can we take Joey Porter Jr.? We'd love to, or Smith to pair with Parsons. And Jerry Jones was like, Meyer, you know he plays on offense, right? You know he catches the football. I like guys who score.
All right, so Daniel Jeremiah, Tippmann, don't like him. That center.
Are you John Michael Schmidt center guy over Tippmann?
Yeah. Tippmann has very little.
Jingleheimer Schmitz. No.
Tippmann has zero versatility.
A lot of centers don't.
Pick is in. Cowboys take.
It's gotta be Meyer. Jerry Jones is too excited. I'm surprised no one's leaked it yet. They've been so ahead. Cowboys are taking Georgia linebacker Nolan Smith.
Fuck. Nolan Smith. I feel bad for Nolan Smith now.
Good pick. Him and Micah Parsons. That's pretty good.
Yeah, that's so much speed on the outside. You said they took Nolan Smith?
They did. Whoa,
Right.
whoa, whoa, whoa!
Hold on for Miles Murphy. What?
I have conflicting reports. I have two.
I got Nolan Smith by Dov.
I do too. But then I also have Albert Beer saying Mozzie Smith, a defensive tackle. Albert Beer originally said Nolan Smith, then just changed it to Mozzie Smith. Yeah, now Ari Muroff is saying Mozzie Smith.
Not as exciting.
Whoa, whoa, whoa!
Not
so
even
they
the,
saw Smith.
Not even the top 40.
What happened is they heard that Smith was the pick and assumed, you know what I mean, that it was Nolan Smith. So it's defensive tackle Mozzie Smith. Very interesting. That leaves 3 left with 5 picks ahead. See, what is going on? They're saying Nolan Smith. Look, you have 2 conflicting ones right on top of each other. Nolan and Mozzie. Yep. Dov Kleiman just switched to Mozzie Smith. So it is Mozzie Smith.
Wow, out of Michigan.
D tackle.
Wow.
Huge.
Take some pressure off Micah then, I guess. If you line them on the same side. No, they run a 3-4.
He's a D. He's a nose tackle. That makes sense.
Is he nose? What's that? What's his weight?
Look, did you just see the picture up top? Can you go back? And you skip backwards all on that
Active.
thing?
If you guys
No.
don't read the column every year by
They
Bruce
just showed him
Feldman on the
shirtless.
Athletics,
And I was like,
the
big.
best freak athletes in all of college football, this guy, I think Mozzie Smith was number 1.
Wow. So
I mean, just
5 picks ahead of.
obviously
There you go. 323.
interior
Overpowers
offensive linemen,
guards.
Some of the highlights that we are seeing so far. Massive need for the Cowboys, who got some play out of Jonathan Hankins in recent
So
seasons,
now,
but they needed
with
a guy
5
who can be
picks
kind
ahead of
a
Pittsburgh,
grit and grind defensive lineman.
Does
for that,
Pittsburgh think
front
about
there.
moving
They've got
up?
obviously a lot of
To get
athletes
Joey
in that
Porter
defense,
Jr.?
but Mozzie Smith fills.
do they try to hop the
maybe literally
Bengals?
a
Or the
couple of
Bengals
gaps
sit
for
in
them.
corners. I don't know what the Bengals need.
I mean, the
that will
availability is
also
there.
allow a guy like Michael Parsons and DeMarcus Lawrence be that much more.
The Jags are
valuable
obviously
and
willing to move
also
down.
have the ability to make that much more plays moving forward.
Yeah, if you want
I would need Murphy to be available for probably 3 more picks
22 reps
before that. I
bench
think the
press
Bears
at
would
325
consider moving
pounds.
up to give up
All right.
Like my shoulder.
2
At
of
his
their
size,
3
at his
succession
size,
picks.
which is, if I could say, a heavy 340. Like a
As much as they
heavier
wanted to
than
move
normal
up,
340, an unnaturally
it's hard.
dense 340.
There's so many holes.
He was able to do a 33 and a half vertical leap. That's absurd. He is a freak athlete. And, for the Cowboys, like, I actually
Mozzie
think
Smith.
that...
Well, we both nailed that one.
First round, it actually stood the test of time. The Cowboys.
Seriously, we can't be having Joey Porter go to the Bengals. We need Pittsburgh to trade up with the Jags.
Right, Jerry invites a lot of them.
I can't be. Jags are up. So I'm saying Pittsburgh needs to trade. They're obviously willing to move down,
Tyler Smith,
right? Like,
who people thought was a little bit of a reach.
can we
for the
hop
first
up to
time in
27 and get
Worked
Joey
out
Porter
really well
Jr.?
for him. By the end of the season, he looked like a legit left tackle that.
Or do you
was
push
so
your luck and
promising
just
that
assume you're going to get
Tyler
Joey Porter Jr. or
He's been a
Branch
left
at
tackle
32?
for a decade, moved to the right side for the first time ever.
Questions.
So the Cowboys, they tend to figure it out in the first round. I wouldn't be surprised if Mozzie Smith helps them a lot in terms of their run stuffing.
I also like, I don't know, durability, dependability. Started.
And Porter Jr. the
20,
Jags?
It was
Going Miles
28
Murphy.
games over the past 2 seasons. Also had 0 penalties in his
You had
career.
Nolan Smith the
Like,
first
that's
time.
just, like, to
He's
me, I
who's
just
still
read that, it
left.
just
Or
feels
you're just like,
like,
F it.
you're playing
No
for
one's going to
Michigan,
take
you're
Nolan
not-
Smith
there-
ever.
Who's that?
there seems like there's an
Walker.
opportunity to make mistakes
They took
somewhere. I
last
just
year,
love
right?
that level of
Yeah.
Yeah, I actually would.
Murphy
would
fits
not
with
hate it if,
Walker,
like,
I think, better than Nolan
defensive
Smith
tackle had,
fits
like,
with
a
them.
handful
So I think you're right as far as if you're going to pick rushers.
Which penalties?
Just a little edge.
Maybe a little
But
personal value.
pick 27,
Of power,
Like
right?
Sam.
The Cowboys-
Porter's a bargain.
And what Mozzie Smith, to your point, strong.
Yeah, I would enjoy
interior
if they traded down
anchor
with Pittsburgh for
to
that
do
reason.
a little better from a pass rush perspective, but with Micah Parsons, you don't need to.
Porter
right?
was
So they're,
projected to go top 19.
filling little blind spots in the defense that's going to help them continue to kind of rise up.
Eat
in
up that
division.
space.
Yes,
Eat up that
exactly.
space.
Picks in
to allow
already
other
for the
guys
Jags.
to Eat even more.
Absolutely.
Sweet baby Jesus, the Jags.
I was thinking
I'm just
if
letting
they
you know
didn't
that
want it, I
they-
guess.
If Levis falls
it's
at
been
32 for
the
Pittsburgh, they
great
said Pittsburgh
conundrum
might
of
be
the-
must have
getting
had
that
it. What?
actually
They
a
just
pretty
moved
good
down
haul
3 spots. They
for
must have had
32.
somebody at
Because you have that
23 that they were like, we're good
you have that
here.
like 18
They moved
hours
down,
to
picked
sell
up
them.
3
You have
selections. Like, to
time
me, this is
to it's not like a
the
7-minute
Jaguars
thing.
doing new age
You have
Jaguar
time to
stuff.
But
really
it
shop
also
that pick
speaks to
for
something we
find out if
some
the
people regroup and
if
say,
the Lions are like, you know what, we do need a
When
quarterback.
you talk
yeah, or
about
the Raiders or whoever,
nailing
someone
the
sits
draft,
there and they go, you know what, we do
over
want
the
to
last
get rid
couple
of
of
this.
years, the Jags have drafted well enough, and they've gotten
Because it
enough,
does help getting that
they
day
changed the coaching
to
staff,
sit there and
obviously.
chop it.
Well,
Last
yeah,
year they spent money wisely a little bit.
they're
like
still
what
in
we
the
talked about
Cowboys.
with the Bears.
That's 'cause
The
they're out there doing
whole
magic
perception around
tricks
that
and who knows
franchise
what else.
A year ago today was wildly different than it is right now. I mean, like, the Jags, we're sitting here talking about confidence. We're sitting here talking about the growth of Trevor Lawrence. We're sitting here talking about the fact that they don't have a million holes. Like, I think the Jags are sort of one of the case studies on, hey,
Actually,
you can
the
turn
thing
the
is,
whole direction around
The
pretty quickly
people talking
if
about
you
it
do
could be
these things
huge.
really well.
Philly's not taking him. Cincy's not
would
taking
not
him.
have
And Kansas
expected
City's not taking him. And Jacksonville's not taking
I
him.
don't know. Like,
New
like
Orleans are the
bottom
only
three
one that could.
franchises.
Or
Yeah.
That from.
pick his in with the
They've
27th
gotten out the
overall
buzz.
pick. The
It
Jaguars are
looks good.
selecting
I'm
offensive
honestly waiting
tackle
for something to
Anton
go wrong.
Harrison.
But it's just
Remember when that was reported
what a
earlier?
simple human being, like, as
We
a
should have
coach
known.
can do for an organization.
That was their guy
Also
4 picks
for
ago, and then they
the-
must have been like, you know what? Let's just be moved down.
Yeah, and they, by the
Way
way,
ahead of the
they
game
set
on that
themselves
one.
Up, like they've built some margin. By the way, you know, it's like they've done like a legit like.
Pittsburgh did it right,
Done a
man.
legit one
They did
anyway.
their research.
Yeah. Because that
We
was
moved
going
up to
be
get the
very
tackle,
wrong.
and like
They wanted to,
tackles have
Doug
went.
Peterson.
They're out
Corners,
now.
corners are dropping.
Tackles are gone.
Yeah,
Like,
I
that's
don't
it.
think that's extreme
Yeah.
to say.
Yeah.
Like
Harrison was the last one I think I saw in the top 50.
Absolute wrong direction, even for them, right?
And I said going into this whole experiment with Trevor Lawrence that I felt
Now I feel even better that the Bears took tackle on their first
Like I
pick.
said, and I feel good about you because like you said there were like there were 3.5 good ones.
Because Harrison now I think that was technically
kinda
a reach.
Yeah, there's 3.5 good ones.
Yep.
It was Jones.
And Darnell Wright only came
It
up
was
into
Jones, Wright, and Paris Johnson. And Skronski's the half because most people think he'll end up being a guard.
Yep. And
So
Wright
there were-
only just moved up in the past 3 weeks.
So like there were 3 that were considered good.
Because
so.
he's a right tackle, he's not the premier position. Great footwork and move set, but a right tackle in college. But a natural right.
See, 4 picks left. We're not trading with Cincy because those trades just don't happen. You know, interdivision trades interdivision
I
trades.
can't believe how
don't
far
happen.
corners have fallen in the pass happy league.
Yeah. Like, you know, I think
Although Nolan Smith too, he was
the
projected to be
reason
top
corners
15
are dropping is because it's seen as such a deep class that everyone has them ranked so differently.
when they
that I
actually
think-
fall in that mid-range
Yeah.
second round. They're all gonna go. I need a new best available because I still got Jordan Addison on this one.
Here are the visits that Will Levis went on. The Panthers, which are now out. The Texans, who are now out. The Colts, who are now out. And then the Raiders, Titans, Bucks, Falcons, and Patriots.
I like him at Tennessee.
And see, Raiders and Titans are right there. Pittsburgh could trade back theoretically to one of those teams. But I think they're gonna have a hard time doing that if Joey Porter's just sitting there.
Right. We just did Jaguars, right? Taking the tackle.
Yeah, Anton Harrison.
Inconsistent pad level, not a great thing for a tackle. So that means at any end that you play that has a good bend, you're going to lose because you can't stay equal.
Do the Bengals go Meyer?
They let Azuma go to the Jets.
They don't have a tight end. That's good.
They're up now. 28.
I'm gonna go Meyer for Bengals.
I'm with you. Someone to compliment. What's his name? Eli Apple. Man, Look at the availability of players in the top 200 from Daniel Jeremiah.
I mean, there's only like
We're picking at 27.
There's only about 4 guys who supposedly have slept.
No, 5. And White from Georgia Tech, depending on who you looked at, was further up.
I really was, for funsies, would like Pittsburgh to move up a couple just so I could see him pick Joey Porter tonight. You know what I mean? So we get them both. But if they can get him at 32, that's obviously better. Bengals have taken defensive end Miles Murphy.
That's a good pick. Freak athlete. That affects you more than a lot. Wait, who'd you take? You took the tackle, right? All right.
They
All right.
can beat up.
You guys already have the offset. All right. Now it looks like an even better pick. Plus, you have my boy James Daniels from the Bears. Great guard.
What are you saying?
I know. I just love James Daniels. I liked him when he got drafted. I got to watch him do his whole off season because one of the beat reporters would just like film the fucking practice. So New Orleans 29, Will
Meyer.
Levis.
Going Meyer. Get Derek Carr a toy.
He's already got one. Taysom Hill.
Get out of here, Taysom Hill.
Number 3 tight end in fantasy football.
Yeah, because he ran the football with some.
Listen, talk shit what you want. No one believes in Derek Carr, I don't think.
What is going on with like Joey Porter Jr. too?
He must be an asshole.
Well, I would say that, but Christian Gonzalez slipped a bajillion spots. Corner's just weird.
I'm sad Murphy's gone. So to me, with my lack of knowledge and everything, to watch him like a physical freak, he's like my backup Tyree Wilson.
Mm-hmm.
How great does it feel? Like
three picks left. Branch, Porter, and Nolan Smith, man.
How great does it feel to be like, oh, you're a first round talent. Yeah, but I want to be number 1. Now listen, you're gonna go to a team that made the Super Bowl and deep in the playoffs. Like, all right, I'm on kind of a winner already. Sucks to be picked 2-1. Not first round and to a shitty team. Murphy's a dude.
Six minutes on the clock for.
Man, I really would have loved Miles Murphy. If I'm just being honest here.
See, the Eagles are going to F around and get Brian Branch. Which is going to be sad for me. Yeah, there's no way they're going to love a 4-year deal for Carr. They can always trade out of it.
It was a 4-year deal? God damn it.
4 years, 150. You can still change it. You have 5 minutes.
I'm going to.
It's not like you have insider thing. It's not like the Saints called you. We're not taking Levis, Mike. Change your pick.
Nolan Smith got taken.
Who didn't?
God, really?
Yeah, fake.
It was
taken.
Murphy. That's right. That's right. It was Murphy got taken. Man, Meyer's still on the board. I think you might be right. Yep, I'll go outlandish. Why not?
Hey, Cody Mock. Carrington Valentine. Corner. Whoa. Way crazy. Whoa.
If there was a wideout available, I'd probably take him there to match with Olave. Because they got, what's his name out of Miami who played like fucking 3 games. And Michael Thomas who plays like 14 snaps a year. If there was a wideout on the board worthy, I would say that. Which means that's going to be wrong. And because I didn't say his name, they're going to take wideout number 6 in the first round.
Man, the Texans made it so fun to start the night going Stroud, Will Anderson.
Golly, right?
That's just like, oh.
That gave me real draft day feels. I'll give you 3 2s.
Oh, guys. Like they're sitting there going, we have our anchor for our offense and our defense for the next decade. No
Mac, no matter what.
We have no one for Stroud to throw to, but he'll figure it out.
Yeah, Brandon Cook still?
Nope.
Nope.
He's a Cowboy.
Who do they have?
Oh, pick is in for the Saints. Who is it?
Michael Mayer.
Brian Breesy.
Hey, you're no good guy.
My guy who, like I said, I just feel nothing for.
My pure, I guess.
He just puts a position that you're not going to get excited about. D-line is something unless you get like
Will
unless you're
Anderson.
like elite, like you're not exciting.
Whenever I'm not with you.
Wow. So now 2 picks in front of Pittsburgh. Joey Porter, Brian Branch, and Nolan Smith all left.
You're stoked.
Trust you.
I just hope we don't.
Not just yet.
We get one.
Now you just don't want to trade back. Now your only hope is to not trade back.
Yeah, I almost want to go up 1 or 2 picks tonight with Philly or KC just to lock one of those guys up. Because I would love to leave the pod tonight being like, we got Broderick Jones and Joey Porter Jr. Like, you know what I mean? Like that. Like
We did it, guys.
Like 2 guys who people talked about Pittsburgh maybe being able to get at 17. People being like, they may not be left. To get them both in the same night with just giving up a 4th and whatever, like a 5th or whatever it takes to move up 1 spot here.
That's a real win.
Because you might be able to, because like I said, to move
You're
up
right
one,
there.
To move up 1 spot earlier, pick 160 was the thing. So like maybe Pittsburgh could give up like, you know, a later pick, like a 5th next year or something. The Eagles are gonna take Brian Branch though. Crap on my love, my feelings.
Give me the spare.
Are the Eagles gonna mess around and get Nolan Smith and Jalen Carter?
Golly. That's, oh my God, it could.
I know, because they're up next.
Smith. They're taking Smith.
They're gonna get Nolan. Yeah, that's why I'm locking in. I think they would take Brian Branch personally, but can you imagine if they got Nolan Smith and Jalen Carter? Just add those guys to a team that already went to the Super Bowl.
Yeah. We got the number 1 3 tech and the number 2 fucking edge rusher.
The Cowboys and them are like, I'm in danger.
Yeah. Oh, you got Micah? Well, we got this. So why didn't you like Breesy? Just because he's boring?
He's like I said, I don't dislike him. It's just one of those things. He's just defensive tackle who, like, you know, isn't Jalen Carter, isn't Kalijah Cansey, so he's just kind of like.
The tape I got to see
that
was.
position just isn't as fun. Isn't a fun one if you're not like super high up. It's not exciting. It's fun to get a corner. It's fun to get offense. Really.
Unless you're-
Offensive line isn't
well, not
that fun.
line's not. Yeah.
I cannot trust you.
But it's exciting because I need it.
Not just
As a Bears fan, getting offensive line is kind of fun because
my love
ours is so bad.
is something I'm afraid of.
Jesus Christ. Eagles. Nolan Smith. Who you got?
I'm going Brian Branch.
So, for those who don't know, when you have your phone with your MagSafe case and everything on it, there is a such thing as too strong of a magnet. And let me tell you right now, Rockform have found themselves an iPhone 14 Pro Max case with too strong of a magnet. Earthquake proof. Oh. It's on there.
Is it hurt the phone? It doesn't even do anything.
Oh, you don't have an iPhone. That's right, you fucking suck.
iPhones are magnetic?
No, the cases are. Eagles are on the clock. 4 minutes left.
Come on, Steelers. Just go get Joey Porter Jr. Make everyone happy. Get them both. I personally might like Brian Branch more, though. May not make people happy. I like the versatility of being able to play slot corner and outside and play safety and.
What's the old adage? If you got two quarterbacks, you got no quarterback.
The Eagles are selecting George Edge, Nolan Smith.
Finally, my first one right at pick 30.
The Eagles are just bringing Georgia's defense to Philadelphia. Kobe Dean, Jalen Carter, Nolan Smith, and Jordan Davis. Do you realize that?
Eagles are gonna
starters on the Georgia national championship.
Eagles are gonna win the Super Bowl this year. I think they went D-line heavy because like we're bringing you back, Slay. Give me 1 year. You got a ring.
But that's 4 Georgia defensive players they've drafted in the last 2 years. So the Chiefs are up now.
Best available. Last pick of the first round.
Do Chiefs take Michael Mayer? Does have him and Kelsey both?
No. If Kincaid was there, maybe. I don't think Mayer fits in the system. I think they're taking the Kansas State Anaduke Asamoah.
I'm gonna go Meyer.
Oh, look at that. I just stick my phone wherever the fuck I want. I'll stick it right here.
So many mock drafts, including mine with Nolan Smith to Philadelphia at number 10. They get him at number 30 after getting Jalen Carter earlier.
Oh, wait, so 31 you went Mayer?
Yeah, I think so.
I'm gonna have to use the spelling bee here.
Look who's announcing this pick. Look who's announcing this freaking pick.
Am I supposed to know who that is?
This dude perfect.
Oh, I was looking at the chick.
Oh, yeah. But just dude perfect, just living a charmed life.
Your boy, gonna be an Eagles fan. Keep it up. He's in the wrong Philadelphia team. That's what I meant. I'm proud of myself. I only had to look at my screen once for Anadike Asamoah. Oh, the Jason Kelsey Award? Are we screwed as fans that there's only 31 picks?
Travis Kelsey won the coin flip. I don't know what that means. Oh, I think that's to Kelsey's mom, I think. I think they were flipping to see who she roots for this year. It's Travis, so.
With the way the board fell, I think there's going to be even more movement around 2 and 3.
Oh, it's going to be crazy.
Cream colored.
5 minutes and 40 seconds left in the first round.
Oh, I forgot about that torn pack. See, I love Nolan Smith, but in a 4-3 defense, it's worthless. He's not a knuckle in the ground.
Mm-hmm.
He's gonna get overpowered by tackles. Maybe not that play, but in the grand scheme. Like Khalil Mack, you need someone like 6'3", 6'4", 270. Do the Eagles have the best draft so far?
Considering they're already stacked as a team to start with. They already have a great offensive line. They already have great receivers. They already have a good quarterback. And now they just basically got some more studs. I mean,
Who knows if CJ Stroud's not a dumb shit, the Texans could have had the best draft.
yeah.
Of course, the Lions are still on the board too.
They do crazy stuff. I don't know what. They're swinging. That's all I'm saying. They are swinging for the fences.
Why do the Bears and the Lions figure this shit out at the same time, but the Lions are 8 months ahead of the Bears? And it's like, oh shit, we got it. We're gonna make the turn. We're gonna do it. Fuck.
Just 4 minutes left in this draft tonight. Kansas City won't trade it. It's in Kansas City. That would be cool.
That'd be funny.
They have the last pick of the first round.
The Kansas City Chiefs have traded their pick
And everyone would be like, we stayed.
for 2 fourth rounders.
No matter what they traded for, it'd be hard. I'd be happy with either of these picks. The Steelers get their pick of Joey Porter and Brian Branch.
Say what?
So I'd be happy if either of the picks on the board. Because the Steelers still get their pick of Joey Porter and Brian Branch tomorrow. I want Joey Porter Jr. tomorrow at that pick. And then Darnell Washington at 49.
Oh man, he's a beast.
You know how awesome.
What is he, like 285 or something?
Yeah.
Just
and like 6'7" or something. You know how awesome it would be if Pittsburgh, in their first 3 picks, if they got Broderick Jones, Joey Porter Jr., and Darnell Washington, I'd be like, oh, like
Better than the dream scenario you created with Jalen Carter.
It would be.
Yeah.
I mean, it would be. I would just be like, oh, we got probably a starting offensive tackle, like 3 guys who can play right away. Like, I'm in.
And a tight end that is a tackle, so any strong side run is 4 yards, regardless of whatever happens. When's the draft tomorrow?
7.
I gotta renew my RN license tomorrow. It expires on the 30th. I have so much education to do. And the Chiefs, look at 4 rookies started in the Super Bowl last year for the Chiefs.
And they won.
Tied for the most, and they won the Super Bowl. So my hope is that Ryan Poles was one of the head scouts for the Chiefs, and that the success follows. My worry is, just like we brought in Matt Nagy as the next offensive coordinating guru, and the Bears sucked. Do you think Tom Brady's done?
I don't know, probably. But I can't accept it till the season starts and he's not playing.
I'm worried that he's going to come back.
Just play on the Dolphins or something weird.
Do you think Tua should be retired?
Maybe. All right, so pick is in for the Chiefs. I got one more win in me.
You got Mayer?
It hasn't happened yet, but I got one more win in me. I feel like I did pretty good.
I only did one.
My pick. You got one right tonight? You know who killed you was Levis.
That's true.
You were like 0 for 12 on Levis.
I banked on Levis a lot.
Oh, the Chiefs are taking Kansas State defensive end Felix Nduke-Nzuma.
The last 2. I finished strong.
Wow.
As soon as I quit betting on Levis.
Once you gave up on that pipe dream. Oh, man. Oh, well, the Steelers can get Joey Porter Jr. tomorrow.
And you wanted him at 19?
Down 2.
Or 17?
Yeah, I would have been happy with him at 17. Oh, we thrilled with him at 32.
Well.
Fun time as always.
If I finish my nursing education and stuff and get the kids to bed, maybe I'll have you get your phone from Bethany. Get Bethany's phone to FaceTime. And then you can be at your house and I be at mine, and we can Zoom it.
Okay.
Be sure you have a charger, because she says she loves to have her phone at 7-8%.
All right. Well.
Nothing's stopping us from having it. Nothing's stopping us from having some fun.
Wow. Alrighty. That was a fun first round.
Exciting.
And I'm just
So
so
much.
excited that Pittsburgh, like I said, I'm so excited that Pittsburgh has the opportunity to get Joey Porter Jr. tomorrow at 32. If they don't take him there, they don't want him. Like they
Seems that way.
They weren't interested if they don't take him there, honestly.
Bijan goes top 10, not to the Bears. So much shit happened. Oh my god.
Gonzalez slipped. Levis slipped. Porter Jr. slipped. Michael Mayer still left. Which I love because, like I said, we can get Joey Porter Jr. Mayer's the buffer for Darnell Washington for us to get him at 49.
There was projected to be 3 tight ends taken in the first round. 1.
Mm-hmm.
Levis went from a 3rd rounder to a 2nd rounder to number 1 pick to not being picked. Still, I think Gibbs being picked where he was is probably the biggest shock of the draft so far. He was a late 20 pick.
Then they followed up with the second most shocking one of the Jack Campbell at 18.
That's right, the linebacker.
Yeah.
Man, no one knows anything. It's been fun. It's been real fun.
We will see you guys next week.
And if we can line it up tomorrow.
Yes.